and they seemed absolutely on point to me. I don't think the Washington football team wanted him around at all because, and it's not just that it's a new regime, a new coach, Ron Rivera, new assistant coaches. No, because they're football guys. They had seen this injury before in other people. Nobody ever came back, and Alex Smith's injury was worse than other people. So they said, we can't depend on this guy. Now, it turns out, and he may resent Ron Rivera, though I don't think he does, because ultimately, Mike, Alex Smith proved everybody wrong. But he didn't put himself in the game. Ron Rivera put him in the game because Ron Rivera made a football decision that he was the best quarterback that Washington had. So if you ask me, is Alex Smith resentful? I would say, well, maybe he is. But would he work again for Ron Rivera? I would say definitely he would.
Tony, this is personal, and it comes in the context of Tiger Woods' accident. And I'm team Alex Smith. When I met him when he was in college, I love him. I don't even know him that well. Everything I know about Alex Smith, I like a lot. This is shameful. The Washington football team had better communicate better with him then to make sure there is a resentment, to make sure the public relations, or as you like to say, the optics of this are just football at its worst. This is all the worst about football and the culture of football. And we have so many people like talk about the values it builds and how it's the best team sport. This is the dark side of it. And you talk about the injuries people suffer and how they limp away or crawl away from the game. There's nothing but nobility about Alex Smith. And I like Ron Rivera from what I know of Ron Rivera. But, Tony, this is shameful. That if they didn't make it known, we are unsure about your ability, but we open our arms to you. At this time, the place we are in the world, that he was made to feel that way, and I believe him. And the Washington Football Club, no matter who runs it apparently, or is running it day to day or coaching, it can't get out of its own way for smelly behavior or what is perceived as that by Alex Smith and then connected to that by me. I live in Washington. This would be a team if I was a Washingtonian, and I'm not. I'd be embarrassed. There's lots of stuff out there about the Washington football team that's worse, that borders on illegal, okay? This, Tony, they have to be better. Somebody has to say in the NFL office to the Washington football team representatives, executive coaches, whoever the hell it is, you need to be better than this. This is a man's life. He could have lost his life. I don't give a damn about who put him in the game. This is just awful behavior.
I could not disagree with you more. Alex Smith is not saying this, that he feels this way now. He's saying this is how he felt then, that he was not wanted. Then he went out and proved his worth, and he got a chance. And you know this because I've told you this 1,000 times. Even now, when he goes in the game, I hide my eyes. I'm afraid for him because of all the medical problems he has had. It seems to me totally reasonable that the Washington football coaching staff felt that way then. But again, what I would say to you is they put him in the game because they thought he could do it. He's 5-1 this year as a starter. He may not have been that good, but his team won when he was in there. They may not want him next year as their number one guy, but I understand why they felt this way.
I don't care about his future in Washington. That's irrelevant. I care, again, about a team, a franchise that is always involved in something untoward or seemingly so. Tony, I don't care if he feels that way now. If he felt that way then, why didn't they communicate with him better? Why couldn't they say to him, and apparently hasn't been said, Alex Smith is no dope. He's a bright man. Why wouldn't they go to him and say, we are terrified here? Communicate that. You just communicated it. You mean a whole building of football people in the rest of Virginia can't communicate that?
Okay, they could have, and maybe they did, and I don't know it, and Alex Smith didn't say it. But I understand their reluctance to commit to him, to even bring him into camp after the terrible things he went through, that he almost died. It is reasonable to believe that he would not have been an NFL quarterback, and this is why he's the comeback player of this year and maybe 20 years. Because he's out there playing and starting. It's amazing.
It's admirable.
Even though, as I say, I hide my eyes.
You have to admire him. But look at this. Look at what he's feeling inside to come back this way and have this anyway.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.